Alright everyone, by now we know Carnotaurus was meant to be in Jurassic World Rebirth. But what scene was it in? Well, it was in this scene, the prologue scene with the T-Rex. We know this because the storyboards got revealed. We get to see, the young Rex in the storyboard as well. But yeah, I thought I'd animate stuff, so put Carnotaurus with the mutants, then check out, could it camouflage? Because I reckon if it was in the opening scene, maybe it was considered for other scenes, So clearly it was obviously meant to replace the T-Rex. I'm not sure if it replaced it in the rest of the film. I feel like maybe it could have just been in that scene, because could you imagine? It's behind the guard, it's invisible, it's camo, and then releases and eats them and pulls them away, because that's kind of what we see in the storyboard. It's not there at all, and then it just appears. But yeah, I still think both Carno and T-Rex could have been in it, but I reckon it definitely would have appeared at the gas station scene, because we know in the novel, the Lost World novel, that it kind of scares off the raptors at the gas station. So I feel like that just kind of would have been cool. So yeah, I kind of animated the Rebirth raptors there with the Carnotaurus, and then T-Rex scares them all off. Anyway, so it's fine. But let's get into looking at the storyboards, because there's a ton. As you can see, this is the Carnotaurus one, so you can see the horns clearly. Carnotaurus, nothing else is really like that. And then grabs it. Very cool. Oh, it would have been so cool to see the Carnotaurus in the movie. But yes, I did design my Carnotaurus based off the pop vinyl we saw. I assume that is what the colors would be. And also Biosyn. It was not originally InGen, it was originally Biosyn, which kind of would have made more sense because the lab was a white and orange color, just like Biosyn was in Dominion. And then as we scroll through the storyboards, we can kind of see what happens. You can see there's no Carno, and then there's a Carno suddenly. So I feel like, yeah, maybe it could camouflage. And this was the alternate opening scene we heard about, where an indigenous tribe is on the island and we see the deforestation. And then it leads into the prologue part with the Carnotaurus, and also there was meant to be a Kaiju Spinosaurus. I'm not too sure. It's really interesting seeing all these storyboards, but I guess that would have replaced the Mosasaurus, and I would have been here for it. I would not have been against that. We're getting a mutant T-Rex, D-Rex. I would be down for a huge Spinosaurus just attacking everything. But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting, because will we see Carnotaurus when we get to see the deleted scenes on DVD? Because we know we're meant to be getting that alternate opening on DVD. It's just a minute long, so maybe we only see the deforestation part with the indigenous tribe, which we know is kind of confirmed. But could we also see in the lab, the Biosyn lab, with Carnotaurus in there, and could it camouflage? I would love to see that. I don't think we will, but I would love to. And of course, there's colored in storyboard concept arts where we see T-Rex grabbing onto the helicopter, or it's not even T-Rex at this point, it's more a T-Rex and Mutadon, but it's more like a raptor, chunky raptor. And then in the tunnels, but this was actually accurately storyboarded out the Ankylosaurus scene. It was always meant to be an Ankylosaurus that the roads, I don't know, it takes mining crabs off the roads, and obviously you can see the humans weren't accurate because this was way before they had casting, I assume. But yeah, it just goes off the road just like in the movie. So clearly with some storyboards they were correct on everything. But as we can see here, we've got the T-Rex river raft storyboards, and it's so awesome. So once again, characters aren't correct, but well they are. They're correct genders, ages and stuff, just obviously not face-like. But well, what do you expect? It's like an early drawing before they even had the actors. But we see here Parasaurolophus, so maybe it was never meant to be Maiasaur, But there we see the young junior Rex, not the one from the Lost World, obviously, because that movie was like almost 30 years ago at this point. Coming up, I think. Have we hit the... No, we have not hit the 30th anniversary for that yet. Close. 2 more years, I think. 2 more. And, yeah, then we see, going in for the raft and stuff. And obviously, T-Rex is sleeping a different direction. I assume maybe they changed it because it looked better on screen, having it face the other way and stuff. But then again, its mouth is just really close to her in this, so I don't know. Maybe it was that, because we know they had a bit of green screen issues during this scene in the river raft. We saw some dodgy bits, but it all played out awesomely. It was fine. So yeah, it was just awesome to get to see this. But there's a lot of just stuff that was not in the movie that was meant to be. There's a ton of videos I have coming up, so obviously we've only talked about one deleted scene really, which is the alternate opening, but there's meant to be 3 more apparently. So one is heavily rumored to be the Velociraptor scene at the gas station, so I would like to try and recreate that in animation soon, so fingers crossed that will hopefully come out soon. I would love to do that. And yeah, what else? I mean, Amazon did say there was meant to be some sort of Spinosaurus versus Triceratops scene, and to me it felt like the Spinosaurus scene was just really short. We saw everything in the trailer except the beach scene, which only lasts a couple of seconds anyway. So I'm really hoping that maybe, I don't know, the Spinosaurus versus Triceratops in a delete scene. I doubt it. Maybe we'll see it in a storyboard eventually, hopefully. And then I guess Dilophosaurus was meant to be in the movie, right? So hopefully it also gets a deleted scene. Those are 3 possible deleted scenes. I doubt it. But yeah, we also had this, trying to hybridize things. Aquilops said it could possibly hybridize with Stegosaurus and Psittacosaurus. And Spinosaurus, they said, could hybridize with Velociraptor, Triceratops, or Pteranodon. So, you know, Spinoceratops, Spinoraptor. What would the Pteranodon hybrid be? I'm curious. And also a Dilophosaurus hybrid. 4-legged, interesting. And also an arcade machine in the gas station with some interesting things on it. We also see Red Rex. But yeah, I think we saw Triceratops on that gas station pinball arcade machine. And here we see the map confirms it's Site C. Get the Dinosaurs. You see the white Velociraptor on there, so maybe that was on the island. Pygmy elephants from the novel. Very cool to see. And a various amount of aquatics. Mixosaurus, Elasmosaurus, starfish doesn't count really, but super cool to see. Site B, research facility. I believe that's a Styracosaurus, which, oh, it's just so awesome. And then here we have Kronosaurus, super awesome. Turtle and Mosasaurus, looking like the 2015 Mosasaurus. But yeah, I have the Mattel figures of Kronosaurus and Elasmosaurus, so it's so cool to see them. Hopefully you get a Mixosaurus too, because we need an Ichthyosaur. But yeah, here's a ton of just photos. That's not our 2015 Mosa, don't worry, it was confirmed otherwise. I think Utahraptor maybe, some Stegosaurs, sauropods, Mosa again, maybe a Yequi thing. Ceotera, maybe Styracosaurus, we see a better look at that. And yeah, just the Ceotera again. It's, oh, is that like a Wuohosaurus? Like, what's going on? I don't think that's Biosyn Valley. We do know it burned down, but maybe it's just a sauropod amongst the, you know, random bushfire or something. But yeah, T-Rex image as well. What do you guys think? If you want more, make sure to watch up here for more Jurassic content. Stay tuned, and I will see you all later. Bye.